Welcome back to the Morning Brew for Monday, the 15th of December. Thanks for watching today. I'm Larry Ahrens with Dara Ambries. Dara is the proprietor of Runway Apparel, which is located where?
On Academy in Wyoming in the Whole Foods Shopping Center.
If you want some last-minute gifts for the lady in your life,
come see me.
Come see Dara. She's going to be with us all week long. Well, on Monday, we always get into the whole tech scene, and Eric Renz-Whitmore is here from the New Mexico Tech Council. Hi, Eric.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Hey. And Gordon is with us today. Gordon Klein is with a company called Scorestik. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks.
What is Scorestik?
Well, we like to call ourselves the modern scoreboard system for a school gym. So it is a scoreboard system based on standard technology, TVs and projectors, and really trying to get away from schools putting old clunky boxes on the wall and turning scoreboards into something much more interactive. You can run from your phone, from your tablet, from your laptop, and it's a much more interesting sort of look and feel, team names and logos. You can work videos on the scoreboard.
How cool.
New level of capability in the gym is what we're after.
So get rid of the old thing with the light bulbs in it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Time for something different.
I love it. I love it. So this is about, we're going to talk today about Scrappy Startup. And Dara, you know something about this.
Yeah, I was asked to participate to provide the professional styling. Excuse me.
That's okay.
Yeah, Lisa Atkins and I talked, this was probably about a month, maybe 6 weeks or so ago, a little bit about this Scrappy Startup Challenge. So it's something that grew out of a relationship we built with Hugh Forrest, who's the founder of South by Southwest Interactive. And he made available some slots for participating in South by Southwest to 5 scrappy startups, to 5 entrepreneurs locally. And actually, Gordon's one of the winners of that. But Dara is also, she's one of the people who's helping our startups get the style and be able to not compete exactly, but to really show off the best version of themselves when we visit Austin and South by Southwest.
Yeah, sometimes entrepreneurs don't dress very well, right? Is that what you're saying?
I would never say that,
yeah, but you have to have a projected professional image, and that's what she does.
Well, and I think sometimes depending on, there's all sorts of different entrepreneurs, right? So there's entrepreneurs who really get the image of the company. You've got right. Steve Jobs. He really understood what Apple was all about.
Sure.
But there's other people who are really maybe more invested in the technology side of things or the business model, and they're not necessarily about the image and how that gets presented. So one of the things that we wanted to do to help out the local startups was to bring in some talented people like Dara to help, help get their image up to speed.
Right.
Is that about right? I'm not sure that you need any help in that area, but.
Spend a little bit too much time in the lab and things happen.
Now, Gordon, when you call on a client, and I'm going to guess, being the entrepreneur, you do some of the sales yourself, right?
Yep, indeed.
The clients that you're talking to, these are usually coaches or administrators, or
athletic
they work with kids of some kind.
Business owners, local sports facilities.
So you got to walk the walk and talk the talk with them.
For sure. There's kind of a sporty side to what we're doing, so
sure.
I tend to go for more of a jeans type of look.
Yeah, exactly.
With that, but Dara will help me figure out what's the right look for a scoreboard company, I think.
Mark Cuban.
Yeah, that kind of vibe.
I'm gonna have to upgrade my wardrobe a little bit.
I love the idea behind your company, and can this scoreboard thing be adapted just about anywhere, from school gyms to professional arenas?
Oh, great question. We're not really looking to target the pit.
Or that's not your market, right?
Yeah, that's not our market right now. Of course, I believe we could be everywhere, but really, we're really looking at what I think is kind of an underserved a market that's just not been paid a lot of attention to, is these clunky old boxes in the school gym. And school gyms are expensive, fantastic facilities that they put a lot of money into, and yet technology-wise, they've got an old metal clunky box on the wall. We're already, with our beta customers, doing more with some of their scoreboards than most scoreboards in the world are doing. Right? Being able to use them beyond just the game, using them during practice, using them in gym class, using them for school assemblies to show videos and instructions and pep rallies. And so That's the idea.
Fun. How big a screen are we talking about here?
Well, we've got customers who use 60-inch screens and 80-inch screens if they're using TVs, and we've got customers who are using projectors. We can actually use our box plugged into a regular projector and have theoretically as big a screen as you want.
Shoot it on the wall.
Exactly. Exactly.
Man,
So
what a great
kind of
idea.
opens up some possibilities there.
I love that you can have graphics and logos and zoom in and out and even include video in some of it.
Yeah. It's incredible how much the parents and even the kids on the court love walking into a gym and seeing their logo and their school name on the board.
Right.
I was working at a tournament just this weekend, and just literally hearing the kids walk in and look up at the scoreboard, and wow, look at that. You know, they see their logo there, they love it.
Man, that's cool. Now, the Scrappy Startup, that's actually a brand name for what happens in Austin, right?
So it's, I don't think there is a trademark or anything on it, but it came out of this conversation with Hugh Forrest at South by Southwest. And what he was really looking for is how do we, wanting to build the relationship between Austin and Albuquerque, how do we make the biggest difference we possibly can for a handful of local startups? So I didn't want to look for, the companies that are already doing fantastically well. Wanted to look for some companies that were real pretty early stage that, $1,200, $1,400. I forget how much it actually costs to attend South by Southwest, depending on what time it is.
More than we can afford.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a trivial expense for a company that's just, in this very early stages.
Yeah, indeed.
So the opportunity to go on a free pass is fantastic for us. Super excited. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's cool. It comes up kind of in the beginning of the year, doesn't it?
Well, it's, when we started talking about this, it was so far off. Now, it's toward the beginning, it's middle of March is when it actually happens at South by Southwest. So in the early, we were talking a little bit before, but in this year, in 2015, we're going to be doing a lot of different activities with these startups to promote them, but also give them a little bit of coaching, a little bit of help in terms of their image. How do we help them be the best startups they possibly can be? It's not quite an incubator or an accelerator, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So, and that's the way it should be, right?
Fun is otherwise why do it?
I think that's a good question.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If Dara doesn't have fun in her store, then why do it? If we don't have fun on the show, then what are we doing here?
Exactly. Well, that's, if that's part of the Albuquerque brand, I think that's a great thing, right?
We're fun people.
We like to have fun,
Get work done, have a good time.
I think Albuquerque people are fun and we like to eat.
Yeah. That's
That's
Kind
good
of what
too.
I'm about. So.
That is true.
Very good. Where can people get more info on this whole idea?
Well, so the New Mexico Tech Council is doing a lot of the work around the Scrappy Startup Challenge. So all of the different information about the companies and the kinds of things that they'll be doing with different consultants and different service providers locally. That's going to be happening at the New Mexico Tech Council site, which is nmtechcouncil.org. But we'll also be blowing up on social media. There's a few other shoes to drop in all this. So I think that's actually probably the best point to start looking for stuff.
Oh, great. Gordon, we could use a scoreboard. It's usually guests 7, hosts 2. But, they score more than we do, but that's okay.
You could be sitting right here running from your phone.
And we put the logo on everything on it. I love your
Can
idea.
they change their score?
They'll be battling it out between the two of you. Number of questions asked.
It's fantastic. Great to have you on the show. Congrats on your
Thank you.
success. And
Thanks.
have fun down there.
Thanks for having us. Really
That'll be a
appreciate it.
great time. Eric, as always,
Thanks
fun
very much.
people that you hang out with.
I love the holiday vibe here, so thanks. We really
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you. All right, there you go. Scrappy Startup and Gordon Klein with us from Scorestik, one of the great local tech companies, and Eric Renz-Whitmore with the New Mexico Tech Council. Dara and I will be back in a moment with more here on the Morning Brew.
Had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to